What up? This is going to be my gear list for the Colorado Trail, which I'm leaving for in 8 hours on June 21st at 4 a.m. I just got out of the shower, so my face is dry, but here we go. First and foremost, let's start with our pack, which makes the most sense. I'm bringing the Atmos AG, I want to say this is 65, yes? 65, yes. Not the lightest pack, but definitely very comfortable, very practical. Like, can carry a ton of shit. Um, and then just move on to like in random order. I'm bringing the Z Pack Duplex tent. If you know, you know. I'll grab the other stuff over there in a minute. I'm gonna go through all my clothing and just go quickly through the list. One would probably suffice, but I'm gonna bring two. This is Outdoor Research sun hoodie. The brand doesn't matter, but sun hoodie's a sun hoodie. Um, this is gonna be a merino wool t-shirt, just for everyday hiking. It's great. It breathes well. Kind of expensive. Same deal here. I'm gonna use this for a sleep routine, so this will be my sleeping shirt. It's a long sleeve. Is it necessary? No, but I sleep pretty cold, and just in case it gets really cold, this is a backup layer. So win-win, to be honest. My hiking pants, these are just like some Wrangler outdoor pants that you can find on Amazon. I actually got these at a Savers like a year ago for the Appalachian Trail. Some shorts, 7-inch, classic. They weigh nothing. These are awesome. They're by Gymshark. Doesn't matter the brand, but and this is my bug net to wear over your hat or your head. I just treated all those with permethrin last night or the night before. I think it was last night. Yeah, last night. Um, Here is my beanie. It's a Carhartt, nothing fancy, but this one really does work. Um, I forget who makes this. This is on Garage Grown Gear, but this is a really well-made flashlight instead of a headlamp. My cousin gave this to me, and I've been using it since. Um, Definitely highly rated. I like it. I made the mistake of bringing like a merino wool beanie to the Appalachian Trail. I don't know what it is about them, but they don't work that well unless they're like extremely thick um, and have air pockets to like actually insulate the air inside. Yeah, just I don't recommend that actually. So I have three pairs of merino wool socks. Technically, they're not 100% merino wool, but they're by Darn Tough. If you know, you know. And two is probably sufficient, but I'm doing three because I like to keep one as a sleeping sock and two as hiking socks. These are my personal preferences. Um, Next, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to take it or not, but I'm rocking a little thing of pepper spray. Um, I don't know 100% if I'm going to take it, but considering it. This is deodorant. Some people look at any trail as an excuse to not wear any kind of deodorant. To each their own. I still like to. Here is kind of an interesting little list of things. So quickly, I'll go through this. This is Paramectin or whatever. It's like the lotion version of permethrin by Sawyer. I just put in a smaller thing because I'm not going to use 4 ounces. I probably bought like two. And then I have the topical sunscreen. So you actually apply it on there by Joshua Tree. This is on Garage Grown Gear, I believe. This is Tiger Balm. I got this on the AT last year. There's just random aches and pains you'll get. Sometimes like on tendons, sometimes like really sore on the tibialis anterior, like the front of your shin. And stuff like this really helps take some of that's like not swelling, but like some of the aching away, which makes you hike better. This is Gurney Goo. I got this on Garage Grunt Gear as well before the AT, and this is like what I have left of it. Pretty incredible stuff, actually, for just topically putting it on blisters or chafes. This does a tremendous job doing what it's supposed to do. And then lastly, this probably isn't 100% necessary, but similar. I actually probably don't need to bring this. I'll have to think about that. But this is basically Joshua Tree's healing salve. I use it kind of like a lip balm or like on like abrasions. But then I come to think of it, the Gurney Goo kind of works the same, so a little bit of a redundancy there, perhaps. Yeah, I'll have a think on that one. Maybe I don't need the Gurney Goo. Go that way, save it some 2 ounces. Anyways, I'll deal with this later. This is a pouch for your phone. Put that on my backpack. And then these are sunglasses. Your brand doesn't matter, but apparently it's like an essential for the Colorado Trail to do sunglasses because of how potent the UV rays are at that high of an altitude. The more you know. And that's not on a lot of people's gear lists that they talk about very specifically in that exact way I just did. So if you're watching this by some chance that you're going to be potentially a Colorado Trail hiker, definitely do. These I'm not 100% I'm even going to need, but these are actually Gore-Tex gloves that weigh like nothing. What these are going to be is an insulating layer or like a hard shell rather for my little merino wool, like everyday, just gloves for the cold. The reason being is if it rains, these are going to be basically useless. So you put these on during rain to help actually insulate and protect the gloves. Yeah. I should have done something about my hair before I started this video, but you know what? This is candid. We roll with it. I think I'm gonna bring this as my hat. This is like a bucket hat style thingy mabob. I'm sure there's a better name for it, like a sun hat or something. But yeah, it breathes well, and also the reason I'm gonna take it is because it does well with the bug net. It creates a nice canopy over you once you combo with the bug net. So yeah, I have another hat that's probably a little bit lighter I could have brought, but yeah, that's what I decided on. This isn't true to being super lightweight with through hiking, but I brought half of a thing of baby wipes. You never know when you want to do like a little bird bath situation. Maybe you spill something, maybe you have a mess in a different kind of way. You never know. Maybe you run out of your other stuff. This is going to be Dr. Bronner's soap, highly concentrated in this little dropper thing. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. These are going to be toothpaste tablets from, I think, also Garage Grunt Gear. And I probably don't need this many, so I'll probably take some out before I go, actually. Instead of toilet paper, I bring tissues. Not only are they more comfortable, but they actually just keep better, like individually, and you don't have to like tear off and like do weird finagling to like get the shapes and stuff. So that makes sense, right? Toothbrush made of bamboo, whatever, pick your poison. Maybe not the best toothbrush choice because it's maybe prone to some kind of bacterial growth. This is bamboo. Not 100% sure, but and then I bring a tongue scraper as well. I just personally, yeah, it's weight that I don't need, but I personally like it, to be honest. I like doing it first thing in the morning. So, YOLO. These are going to be headbands for my hair. These don't really weigh anything, but titanium spoon. Kind of need that, right? Pretty much eat everything with this. And then your trowel. For the uninitiated, this is the thing. It's a shovel, basically inside of here. Mine's kind of a makeshift. I'll show you what I've done here. So I bought like a basic trowel with no grip, and then I created a grip through like styrofoam and tape. So when I push on it with my hand, if I have to, it's not the literal edge of this titanium that fucking rips your hands. So yeah, not a bad little move. And that is dirt on there, by the way. I just got some dirt residue on my fucking desk, and by some I mean quite a bit actually. Fun. Now let me grab some of the last big things that I'm bringing. Okay, here we go. All right. I think I'll start with this because it's like right in my hand already. And that is gonna be my chargers and like my small thing of electronics. And so what I have here is gonna be a power brick that can charge 3 things at once. And this is by Encore or Anker, whatever, Anker. I haven't set this up yet, but I'm debating whether or not to even bring it for this trail. I'm not sure how necessary it is. It's a little GPS thing, or like a SOS kind of thing more, actually, to be honest, than it is for GPS. It's not really used for GPS really at all, actually. 2 power banks. This is the one I got on the AT. This is the one I got from my cousin before the AT. These are tiny little headphones that weigh like almost nothing by JB Labs. And then just some chargers. And then I put them in this Tyvek or Dyneema fabric for like a waterproof bag. And then quickly I will go through the rest, and then that'll be basically everything I'm bringing actually. A Patagonia puffer. It's pretty lightweight. You could bring a heavier one to be honest, but it's not necessary. But we'll see, actually. I'll let you know. This is my Sam Bob. Sam Bob. Met him on the Appalachian Trail. I met a girl, a hiker by the name of Leapfrog. If you know her, if you happen to be on a hiker yourself, she put me on a Sam Bob. And these micro fleece has actually like holes in it, like micro holes, and it breathes really well. I don't know what the little speck was on there. It's actually nothing. It just looked like it was something. But there are little micro holes in there, so the wind can get there through there. Which is pros and cons, but the benefit is so you don't get hypothermic by sweating really hard underneath a like really strong fleece and then taking it off or getting cold somehow and getting hypothermic, right? So being able to dump heat is actually extremely important to be cognizant of. This is a rain jacket. This is by REI. This is like the one with the pit zips. Is this the best rain jacket out there? No. But we will see if it holds up. I mean, people bring frog togs, so if they're bringing frog togs, this is definitely a step up from frog togs. So I have to imagine this is good enough. Um, This is this is random. This is like my little clothes bag right here. And what's in here is going to be a fleece buff for sleeping or for hiking, I guess. Mostly for sleeping though. And I got that for a stupid deal on REI. This is the staple that every hiker needs, bandana. It looks weird because of the color grading on my webcam, but you tie this to the back of your pack, you never know when you'll need it. This is a dirty clothes keeper. Just put your dirty stuff in here. Necessary? No, but doesn't really weigh anything, so. And then 3 pairs of merino wool underwear by Smartwool. Is 3 necessary? No, but my personal preference, man. You go 6 days between towns, 2 days of wear. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This is my lightened equipment quilt. This is the Enigma with the sewn-in footbox. This is rated, I think, for comfort at 40 or 30. They recommend you minimum do 30, probably 20 for the Colorado Trail. Little lightened equipment logo there. So to subsidize that, I have purchased and I am bringing, which adds a fucking damn near a pound, the Sea to Summit fleece liner. I think it's just better to be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna see how necessary this is along the way and maybe make a video after I'm done to determine how necessary this was. But yeah, this is a fleece liner. For those that know, it's just basically a little mummy bag you put inside of your liner, of your actual bag, and you basically sleep in this with your bag on top of you. Getting down to the wire here, the last things. This is the Katahdin filter, water filter, the Be Free. This is a new filter, but this is my old bag from the Appalachian Trail. Still gonna bring it. And then this is an extra water sack. What's nice about it is you can just roll this little bee up and you basically have another water bottle handy anytime you need it. Same thing with this. I mean, the air is keeping me from rolling this up, but yeah. So it's nice. And then I have some Tyvek that I can show you. Is Tyvek 100% necessary? No. But for how little it weighs, it really is nice. Because really what this is for is you lay it out on the ground before you set up your tent. And what it's nice for is to prevent you from ripping holes in the bottom of your tent. I think it's worth it. Oh yeah, I have some fleece pants for sleeping. These are my rain pants by REI. There's their little logo. I think these were like 60 bucks. We'll see how good they are. Yeah. And then we're down to the final two. A sitting pad. Is a sitting pad necessary? No. But it sure makes life a whole lot easier, especially not just for like sitting randomly, but mostly when you're getting in and out of your tent, you're like getting ready for camp or for sleep, and you want to be able to scooch out of your tent to like get your shoes on or get ready or whatever. This is really nice. Or if you just want to pop a squat somewhere random, you have this. And then lastly, this is my Nemo Tensor Extreme regular sized inflatable sleeping pad. I've only used this a few times. Well, that's not true. I've used this for less time than I used my other one, which is like the Quasar or whatever, which is like not even meant for like through hiking. It's like for like glamping, like back like car camping. Anyways, that one is super, super, super comfortable. It was extra long, extra wide, super heavy for no reason. This one is not. So, but we'll see how I do with this one. I do like it. It's just very narrow. And that is everything. My base weight is around 20 pounds for through hikers or hikers in general. You know what that means. If you're not a through hiker, a base weight is basically everything that in your pack except water and food. And then with water and food, I'm somewhere near like 30, 31 pounds. So overall, definitely not the lightest, but I've been heavier for sure. So I don't think it's anything I can't handle as far as weight. I've been up in like the 45s before for like long stretches, like weeks and weeks. So yeah, I'll probably cut a little bit of excess off here and there. But overall, I think, yeah, that's everything I'm bringing. Um, and I've already done a video on my food carry. If you want to see that, just click back to the last video. Um, am I missing anything? No, that's really it. Just the waters, but I mean, it's smart water bottles, 1 liter. I had to buy the smaller ones to get the squirt top and then putting the squirt top on the big one. But yeah, that pretty much covers it. I leave tomorrow at 4 in the morning and I start the trail probably, I don't know, 11 a.m. tomorrow. So it will be an adventure. Right now, I'm just more like trying to be zenned out. I'm definitely not excited in the traditional sense. Um, that's just my style. I don't want to like burn energy and like adrenalize myself and like dump all of my emotions before I even start. So I'm just trying to be calm, trying to be like chill and just prepare for anything. Prepare for malfunctions, prepare for things to go good and bad. Um, so yeah, pretty much just trying to be zenned out, dude, and go from there. But yeah, I don't want to keep this video much longer than it already is. That is my gear list for the Colorado Trail. I guess stay tuned for some more videos on what's to come. But later.